We always hear the term support local, but few of us realize the massive ripple effects we, as customers, can actually have when we do so. Supporting the local grocer, coffee shop owner or salon not only allows these business owners to thrive, but it boosts the economy in a way in which is beneficial to us all. Here to share more insights into the power of supporting local is Andiswa Bata, the FNB Business Regional Head. Welcome back to The Loft, Andiswa.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me, and a warm hello to all the viewers today.
Why should we support local businesses, and what impact does this hold?
So I think it's pretty important that we all try and support local business, because frankly, if we don't, then who do we think will? And so as we go along our daily lives, whilst also obviously there is a place for large corporates and suppliers, it is exactly as you say, the small green grocer, the hairdresser, the pet shop that is owned by a single owner, an entrepreneur that desperately needs any cash that we can advance their way. And so there's a huge encouragement from our side, from an FNB perspective, for us all to use our buying power to help support local business.
So as a financial institution, what is FNB doing to support local businesses, and what was the process that FNB Business followed to help their customers?
So a lot of the support was in place already, even prior to COVID. But obviously, given that COVID is very topical right now, I would maybe, in the interest of time, focus on that. So there was quite a lot that we did on our own with just listening to our clients and understanding what support they needed the most. And at the time of entering the lockdowns, there was a combination of financial and non-financial support that was needed, which we responded to via ability to provide short-term funding or payment breaks on debt obligations. And from a non-financial perspective, there was the launch of what we call the Business Hub, that is essentially a centralized place where we seek to put together a lot of insights from business leaders, from internal, from captains of industry that can help any business with any tools that they need to navigate at this time. Then there was stuff that we did in partnership with other private sector partners, such as the South African Future Trust or SAFT Fund. And then there was also the collaboration with the South African government that most of the commercial banks have done around what we call the COVID-19 Government Guaranteed Loan Scheme.
Now, we all are for women empowerment on the show, and I believe that FNB has an accelerator program to empower women as business owners. Can you tell us more about this program?
So I think it's actually even more important right now to focus on female entrepreneurs, given that, as we've seen, various research shows that females are the ones who have been mostly impacted by the COVID setbacks that everybody's currently experiencing. So in terms of a targeted approach to female businesses, we have the following on offer. There is the Business Propeller Program, which you've just mentioned, which was a pilot program that we launched last year, which had a classroom-based element, but also a coaching and mentoring element to it. We also continuously seek, through our Women in Business unit, to profile and uplift the profile of female-owned businesses within the South African context. But also, we make it our own point to buy from and trade with female-owned businesses, and always strive to pay them on time or even ahead of those payment terms, because we get it. We're a big part of even giving those businesses a source of revenue.
Andiswa, before you leave, please can you share advice to local business owners to help them thrive?
I suppose the first thing I would encourage at this time is a focus on cash flow management, given that we have seen, obviously, in a situation where you might have a lower income, importance around things like cost control is very, very vital at this time. And a focus on how you can seek to reduce or even delay some certain expenditure would definitely help your business to create a cash buffer and give it just an extra fighting chance for the next few months. And then I think there's a reminder that I'd just like to make to all businesses in South Africa, whether it was the 1920 Spanish flu, the World Wars, the Great Depression, or other more global events that hit us closer to home. There's been times in the past when South Africa has had tough business conditions. And what we do know is South African businesses do tend to be resilient and they do bounce back. And so if there's any word of encouragement I can give is that we are the generation, I suppose, that was chosen by COVID. There's a reason for that. Let's pick up the baton and work together to fight it. Thank you.
Andy Swabata, of course, from FNB, reminding us that supporting small businesses is as important as, of course, feeding our own family, because this does have that ripple effect throughout the community. Thank you so much, Andy Swa. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
If you're a small business owner seeking financial advice or relief for your business, you can visit the FNB website at fnb.co.za or the FNB app.
When you buy an extra coffee or two to share, you can help a local business succeed.